Welcome back to my 12 Days of Christmas. This is day 3, and today's show is Once Upon a Time, which is one of the longest running shows on my channel currently. About 2.5 years I think I've been going for now, and still going strong. Still in the early stages of season 5, approaching the 100th episode, which I'm very excited for, and yeah, kind of a mainstay on my channel, and we'll still be going probably this time next year, but we'll be pretty close to the end, I think. At this point next year, if not done altogether, because hopefully next year we'll be able to get through Once Upon a Time much more often than I currently am. But either way, we had to include it in the 12 Days of Christmas. Of course we did. Last year we did like Once Upon a Time themed cupcakes, so I knew I couldn't just do the same thing again. It was like, what different thing can I do this time? And I wanted to do something crafty with it, in a sense. And I was kind of racking my head around exactly what I could do. I was like toying, should I make like a replica of like the storybook maybe or something? And then I was like, that's going to take way too much creative talent to do. Maybe not. So I came up with another idea I thought would be quite fun. So I'm going to make my own version of the Dark One Dagger. I'm kind of recreate it, make my own kind of crafting version of it, put my name on it, and become badass, hopefully. I'm sure this will guarantee to work and I will become like evil incarnate, hopefully. That's the plan. What's more Christmassy than pure evil? That's what I say. Anyway, I'm excited to try this out. If you can see here, I do have a little template thing which I thought was quite fun. I'm going to try and, there you go, haha. I found it online, just like a good outline for me to follow of what the dagger's going to be, so I can trace this onto this piece of cardboard, cut that out, and I have a decent kind of thing to work with. We're going to do some painting, we're going to do some drawing on it with felt tips and stuff, and then I also need to make kind of a separate handle and assemble that, and then hopefully we'll have a somewhat half decent replica of the Dark One Dagger, and it will have my name on, which is pretty fun. So I suppose we should just get right into it and give it a go. So I'm going to focus on the main bit of the dagger first, and then we'll come back to the handle and assemble it at the end. But I'm excited for this. I think this could be a fun little thing to do, even if it doesn't turn out brilliant. It's something to pass the time. Christmas is nearly here. Let's try fun little activities and celebrate evil, as we should. Okay, so turns out what I thought was going to be the really easy part was bloody difficult. Actually cutting that out was really tough to actually do. I think it's just not the best kind of cardboard for cutting in this way, I suppose. But it's okay, it still worked out right. I think I've lost a bit of the shape compared to the original. It's not quite as curvy, which I might, it's that way around, isn't it? Which I might try and fix. It's not that bad at all. So I might go around the edges a bit again to properly sort that out. But overall, I'm happy with the initial shape of it. I think I'll use this because obviously it's just a lot smoother. But that cardboard was very difficult to cut without bending and flaking off. So not the perfect start, but I think we can work with it. It's basically workable. And again, in terms of the quality final product, I'm making it out of cardboard and like metal or something. So it's not going to be the most wonderful thing in the world. So as far as things could have gone, probably could have gone worse, and I could have been like, what, screw this, I'll give me up on this idea. But yeah, we have a base for the dagger now. So I say the next step is to obviously get this painted up. So let's do that. So if you're a Once Upon a Time fan, let me know what your favourite season is, favourite characters, favourite episodes. We all know Henry's my cinnamon roll. I also love Emma, Regina. I think Once Upon a Time is a very good example of people they aren't good people, they aren't nice people, but they're very good characters. I think Rumpel is a prime example of that as well. The complexity of him. It's a hell of a cast and hell of a set of characters on the show. I think season 3 is still my favourite, and I love the whole kind of Neverland arc with Peter Pan. That was just so good. I think some of my favourite episodes would probably be in that, like Going Home, I think is the name of the episode in season 3. That was fantastic. That's certainly up there for me. That's not looking that bad, to be fair. I actually think that's a really good silver I've picked out there. So, I mean, I ordered it online, so it's kind of a lottery really how well it was going to turn out and how well it was going to appear. But I'm liking this a lot. And it's drying fairly quickly, so won't have to wait too long, I think, to paint the other side. Okay, so the dagger is all painted, so I just need to leave that to dry. It's not going to take long at all. It's already drying pretty quickly. So now I need to find out what I'm going to do about the handle. Okay, I don't know how well pencil's going to show up on the other camera, but I think I've got a decent kind of size for the handle. I think what I'm going to do is make one of those, make another identical size one, paint them up, and then I think we'll like glue one each side to that to make the proper thing there. But maybe also with like an extended like flap there that I can then use to glue the rest of the hilt onto the bottom, maybe. Okay, I think I've kind of roughly, from some like other images of it, I think I've roughly drawn like a decent kind of handle there. It's kind of taken a bit of creative liberty with it, because I want to make it my own sort of thing, you know. But yeah, I think we'll make 2 of those, secure those either side of the bottom of this, and then I'll have like a little bit sticking out so that I can then slide that on top of it. Is the plan. That's the idea. So we have obviously the main kind of handle there. Then I've created 2 of these, same kind of rectangular shape, but one of them's got an extra kind of flap on it here. And I've hollowed out part of the hilt there, so that can kind of just push in there like that. So that will secure it all together once I assemble the final thing, hopefully, anyway. And hopefully it won't all kind of fall apart and collapse. But yeah, with a bit of glue and stuff, I think that should sit in there tight. I'm going to use the same metallic paint I did before, the same silver paint, but obviously the metal on the hilt is a lot darker, so I'll probably add a bit of black paint to that to make something, or maybe burnt umber. Burnt umber is like a dark brown. I think that might be better. So we're going to mix those 2 together. Hopefully that will create like a dark metallic colour. Okay, so we have like all the main parts done, cut out, coloured in, not painted. So now we're going to assemble it, and then we'll fully leave it to kind of dry and let the glue dry and everything, and then I'll come back and add all the final details to it and a bit of extra paint, stuff like that, just to finish it off. But I'm feeling quite confident about how it's going to look so far, but yeah, let's just quickly assemble it. Okay, so it's all been assembled, all dried and everything, so we're good to go there. I've also made this additional piece here to kind of go there on the hilt, because there is like kind of that bit sticking out when I saw some more pictures of the dagger, so that will go in there. But first we need to actually decorate this before I can kind of put that on, because it does in the show cover a bit of the pattern, so we need to draw the pattern first before we can kind of cover that up. But we are going now enter the kind of decorating phase, just for the purposes of time, because I have limited camera battery left. Just for this video, I'm only going to decorate this one side, and then I'll probably just do the other side in my own time. But, you know, we've kind of formed a decent looking dagger here, so I'm fairly impressed with how it's turned out, really. So yeah, I guess we just kind of dive right in. I'm going to use this as a reference for the pattern. Instead of painting it, I'm going to use a Sharpie, so I think I'll have a bit more control with it. Maybe we do the handle first, actually, because I do want to paint a little bit on the handle, because I know there's like a jewel and stuff in it. I'm also going to have a bit of like creative license with kind of what I do with the pattern, just so it's, you know, kind of a bit different. Okay, so I think we've kind of got, you know, the gist of the hilt there. So there are kind of a few, from what I could see from some photos, some prop photos, some on-screen things, there are like a few gems, I think, in the end of the hilt here, so we are going to paint those in red. Right, so now, the bit I'm very, very nervous about is to kind of put this pattern on here and then do my name as well. We'll do my name last, but I need to make sure I leave plenty of room for it. And based on my pictures, like seeing Rumpelstiltskin's writing, seeing Emma Swan, and the guy who was the Dark One before Rumpel, it was like a 4-letter name, I think. It's like trying to find like the letters that make up my name so I could copy them properly. The only letter I couldn't find a reference for was D, because I don't think there's been like a D in this text on a dagger, so kind of have to, again, creative license with writing my name on it, but I'm nervous about how this is going to turn out, but I guess we'll see. Okay, so that's everything, all done. I mean, if anything, maybe this bit here that I just stuck on at the end, I could put some patterning on there, I might do that as well. But overall, I'm pretty damn pleased with how it turned out. I was kind of limited on space there, and the K and the E on the end aren't as thick as the rest of the writing, so I was just scared I was going to run out of room. But if I keep going over those, I think I could get it looking pretty even. But I managed to fit my name on, which is the important thing. And I took a few creative liberties with the patterning, just because in this bit here I really did run out of room, so I couldn't do the full pattern that's on the actual prop, so I just kind of picked and choose which ones I would put in there. But yeah, overall I'm pretty damn happy with how that turned out. Honestly, I think the hardest part was actually cutting the cardboard out, because this cardboard did not want to work and it was all flaky and yeah, pretty rubbish in that sense. So I did lose a bit of the shape overall. I think the dagger probably should be a bit more curvy and stuff, but it was just that cardboard was not working with me. But overall, I'm pretty happy with that effort. I had a good time making it as well. Didn't find it too much of a challenge really. I liked doing the paints and stuff. It all kind of came together. I'm really happy overall with how this turned out. So yeah, there we go. That is my own Dark One Dagger. I'm going to go and hide this away now so that no one can find it and use it to control my every move, because that would be a very bad day for me. But yeah, very happy with how it turned out. It's a lot of fun, and I look forward to seeing what else Once Upon a Time has in store for me for the rest of Season 5 and beyond, for at least the next year for sure, as we continue with the show. But, you know, it's a big staple of my channel right now, as it has been for quite some time, basically most of the run of my channel. So of course we're going to celebrate it in the countdown to Christmas, of course we are. So there we have it, my very own Dark One Dagger, and I will see you guys tomorrow.